Om Namah Shivaya Shivji Sada Sahay. Om Namah Shivaya Guruji Sada Sahay. Uncle B shares. From the book Light of Divinity, this Satsang has been converted into audio for our English-speaking Sangat. Guruji reminds us to listen to the Satsang fully, as it answers our doubts and questions. The blessing is shared equally by both the sharer and the listener. Om Namah Shivaya Shivji Sada Sahay. Om Namah Shivaya Guruji Sada Sahay. Shri Guru Simran. Our motherland has been blessed with the presence of Mahapurushs, who have since millennia been the helmsmen of its destiny. It is to them, in their sheer power to invoke, nurture, and protect dharma, that the country owes its survival. It is to them that we owe the sustenance of our faith and the nurturing of our unique, all-embracing ethos. These immortal sons of God have been the teachers of this country since a past unknown to historians, and only allegorically represented in myths. India, with its great brood of men and women, has sat patiently before the seat of the Mahapurushs and listened. And what it listened to has been given unstintingly to all lands, to all men. For India is beloved of the saints. Its streams, its hills, its placid plains, its icy peaks speak of a yearning for the divine that is its lifeblood, its line of fate. And the divine has often answered the call and descended to the humble abode of man. Within our era, Guruji was the embodiment of the divine. He was the Mahapurush of our age. He came to uplift humanity out of the morass of materialism. He came to guide it to its righteous duty. He came to lessen the sorrow of man, to show him his true image, to teach him the forgotten art of love and of sharing. He came to revive dharma and to replant it in more conducive surroundings. He said that he was an evolution of divine light. He was not a body, a personality. For him, these were, so to say, the bodily dresses of existence. He was the blooming flower, and the devotees were the humming bees, coming for divine nectar. They were drawn, and they fell in love with him, and he taught them love, renunciation, and wisdom, the very virtues on which India stands. There are no words to describe or evoke a Mahapurush like Guruji, for words cannot capture the infinite. Like signposts, they can only indicate the way and help the traveler along. They are merely, with the blessings of Guruji, catalysts. They are not him, and therefore they should be taken as tools and discarded once they have been made use of. He was known to all of us by a common noun that is perhaps the most common in a land of faith, Guruji. Yet, this Vedic word contained a vast hoard of meaning and energy. If a disciple ever made so bold as to ask him what his name was, he would always say that Mahapurushs have no name. And with this statement, he told us who he was, an ambassador of God, the king of all the worlds, nay, him himself. For the Guru is God. The Guru knows no one else but God. The Guru has no separate identity from that of God. It is now said that he attained mahasamadhi on 31st May 2007. And we believe it because we had begun to know him as a body and a personality. We had become attached to him, but in the blink of an eye, his body was gone. He drew the curtains on the role he chose to play. For he was an avatar, a descent of divinity into flesh. He was Shiva, Nanak, and love incarnate. His Maya was powerful, and at its beguiling behest, we saw him as a body and as a person. Yet, it was never so. He was and is a Kankar. And he remains. He remains as our Holy Father, and we remain forever his children, errant it seems till we learn to listen to him as India always has, patiently, fully. It is said, and it is true, that by merely listening to the Guru one becomes enlightened. Listen well then with these few pages, these satsangs, to what Guruji has to say. It is his gift to his beloved children, and it is his word to you. A finger that points to the moon. Imagine a towering mountain and a blemishless mirror fused into one. Imagine, if you can, that this mountain was made of incandescent light, and imagine that you were put before this mountain, your breath frozen in your throat, you looked at it. This is what your first darshan of Guruji would be like. When he wills this meeting to happen, He will penetrate into the core of your being. You will be denuded of all pretension. Your soul will be exposed to his gaze. And when you see yourself in him, when you glimpse your own lion-like divinity, you will truly be his disciple. Do not imagine that this meeting will not happen. Do not imagine that the Guru was made up of the body and has disappeared into the void. There are more darshans to come, 100,000 meetings to happen, and a majestic promise to be fulfilled between Guruji and his beloved disciples, the promise of love, that the Guru and the disciple be united in the clasp of eternity. We can keep our part of the promise by beginning to know ourselves, for the Satguru, our Guruj.